All right, so get this. We're diving into the crazy world of online content creation today.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You guys sent in Lindsey Gamble's October 4th newsletter, and it's basically a crash course on what's new with YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, even Pinterest.
Really?
Threads, too. So that's what we're going to break down today. The big changes, what they mean for creators, for you as a viewer, and maybe even get a sneak peek at what's next for online content. Ready to jump in?
I am if you are. Lindsay always has such a good grasp on what's happening,
Hmm.
trends, predictions, the whole nine yards. And this newsletter is jam-packed.
I know it. One of the things that really jumped out at me is how these platforms are straight up battling it out.
Mm,
It's not just about keeping up with each other anymore. They want to be the platform for creators and for viewers.
It's true. It's like a high-stakes game for sure. And they're all making their moves.
And they are. Speaking of moves, YouTube's throwing a pretty big one out there. Longer shorts, they're giving creators up to 3 minutes now.
Wow.
I know, right? On the surface, it doesn't seem like that big of a deal, but I really think this could change the game. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. This is YouTube we're talking about. Their bread and butter, their whole thing has always been long-form content
Hmm.
and the advertising money that comes with it. But, they're feeling the heat.
TikTok, Reels.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Those quick hits, short videos, people love them. So YouTube's got to adapt. I think making the shorts longer, it's a smart move. It's a good way to bridge the gap. It says, hey, we've got the short stuff too, but stick around. You can actually make a living here.
I love that. Come for the snacks, stay for the feast.
Yeah.
It makes a lot of sense. And for someone like me, honestly, I love to go deep on a topic, but
Yeah.
sometimes I just don't have the attention span.
Who does these days?
Seriously. So these longer shorts, it's like the best of both worlds. Right?
For sure. And for creators, forget about it. So many new possibilities open up, new ways to tell a story, new formats to play with.
Mini documentaries.
Yes. Or like super quick cooking tutorials. All those things could work so well in the shorts format.
I can totally see that.
Yeah.
What about you? Do you think this whole longer shorts thing will change how much YouTube you watch?
I think it might. I'm a sucker for anything science or history related, so a longer but still short burst of knowledge sounds great to me, like a fun little brain snack.
The perfect mix of entertainment and education.
Right. Totally. But speaking of platforms battling it out to get creators on board, YouTube isn't the only one making waves. Facebook's stepping up their game too, especially when it comes to how creators can make money. And this could be huge.
Yeah. Lindsay's newsletter definitely went there. It sounds like Facebook's going all in, like one streamlined system for all their creator programs, and their goal to go head to head with YouTube when it comes to paying creators.
It's about time.
And get this, they're saying they've already paid out $2 billion to creators in the last year. $2 billion.
Wow.
So is this it? Is Facebook finally ready to put their money where their mouth is and get serious about supporting creators? What do you think?
I mean, it's definitely a bold statement, right? $2 billion is nothing to sneeze at.
No kidding.
But for context, YouTube pays out something like $30 billion every year.
Yeah.
So Facebook has a long way to go to catch up. But this move, it tells me they're serious. And you know what this all means. The tables are turning.
How
Platforms are finally realizing that creators are the key.
makes sense.
No creators, no content, no one's watching, no one's making money.
It's all connected.
Exactly. It's like we're seeing a whole new kind of digital star system. Creators have more power now than they've ever had.
And it's about time, if you ask me.
Me too. But it definitely makes things interesting, unpredictable.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of unpredictable,
Yeah.
Pinterest. We got to talk about Pinterest.
Mm.
It's always seemed like the quieter, calmer corner of the internet, right?
Right.
But Lindsay's newsletter, it painted a very different picture.
Yeah.
Pinterest is making some big moves, especially when it comes to AI. AI in shopping. Feels kind of strange, doesn't it?
It does at first. I mean, when you think about Pinterest, you think of like planning a wedding or recipes or home decor, all that stuff.
Exactly.
But here's the thing. Pinterest is sitting on a goldmine of data. They know what we like, what we pin, what we search for. It's all about what we want to buy.
Okay, so how's the AI play into all of that?
So picture this. You're scrolling through Pinterest, right? And boom, you see a product. And it's perfect. It's like it was made for you. That's the AI. It's looking at your data, learning your taste, and then bam, personalized shopping experience.
So it's like having your own personal shopper, but online.
Kinda.
That's both really cool and a little creepy at the same time.
I know, right? It's a slippery slope. On the one hand, it would be super convenient. It could save you time, help you find things you never even knew about.
I could definitely use some help in the online shopping department. So many choices.
Right. But the other side of the coin is, how much of our privacy are we willing to give up? How much power are we giving these platforms to influence what we buy?
It's like that whole thing, right? If you're not paying for the product, you are the product.
Exactly. It makes you think. And it's not just about the data, it's about how that data is used.
Mhm.
What if they start manipulating us? What if these algorithms become so good at predicting what we want that we're stuck in a bubble, you know? We only see what they want us to see.
That is a scary thought. It's like you walk into a store, and instead of being able to look around for yourself, the salesperson's only showing you what they think you'll buy.
It's limiting.
Totally. I guess what I'm getting at is Pinterest might seem all fun and games, but with AI in the mix, it brings up a lot of big questions.
Yeah. Huge questions. And it's not just about AI either. The newsletter also talked about how Instagram and Threads, they're giving more power to comments. Like they're trying to blur the lines between content and conversation.
Oh, yeah. That's really interesting. It's like comments are becoming content themselves now.
Yeah, they're not just an afterthought anymore. It's like back in the day, you had the main show and then you had the peanut gallery, right?
Right.
Now it's like the peanut gallery is part of the main event.
And you know what? I kind of love that.
Hmm.
It feels more real, more authentic.
Yeah.
But how are they actually doing it? How are Instagram and Threads changing things to make comments more important?
Well, Instagram's adding a bunch of new features. Like, you know how you usually see comments in the order people post them? Now, you can sort them by For You or Recent. So with For You, the algorithm's going to pick out comments it thinks you'll find interesting. You know, the ones that'll really get you talking.
Ooh, it's like Instagram's playing matchmaker, but for comments.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But the big one, the one I think is really cool, is that you can take a comment from Instagram and make it a post on Threads.
Wait, really?
Yep.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So like someone leaves a funny comment on my latest post and I could just share that on Threads.
Yep. It's like giving that comment a life of its own.
That is so cool. It's like
Yeah.
a whole new level of creativity. It could be really powerful.
Right. Imagine a musician, they post a little snippet of a new song, and someone in the comments comes up with this killer melody. Now the musician can take that melody, put it on Threads. Next thing you know, they're collaborating with a fan.
I love that. Though I do wonder about the potential for things to go wrong. Like, what if someone takes a comment out of context or uses it in a way that the person who wrote it didn't mean?
Oh, absolutely. Those are really important things to think about. Anytime you have user-generated content, you're going to run into these questions. It's up to Instagram and Threads to figure out the rules, the safeguards, to protect people.
Yeah, they've got to find a balance. They want people to be creative, to interact, but they also have to keep people safe. It's a tough one.
It is. And you know what else is a big change? Lindsey saved this one for last in the newsletter. Google search. They're adding content creator labels to the search results now.
Oh, wow. I read about that.
Mm.
That's a big deal. It's like Google saying, hey, these creators, they're legit.
Totally. Think about it. You search for something on Google. You usually see results from, like, big universities, government websites,
News sites.
Right. Now imagine seeing a content creator next to someone's name, right alongside those other big names.
It's like they're on the same level now.
Exactly. It makes you wonder, like, is a YouTube video from a creator just as good as a research paper now? Are we going to start trusting information from individuals just as much as we trust information from these big institutions?
That is a really good question. And I mean, there are some creators out there who are doing amazing work, really high quality stuff.
Oh, absolutely.
But it also makes you think about the responsibility that comes with that.
Yeah.
If creators have this platform, if they're being taken seriously like this, they've got to be extra careful about the information they're putting out there.
100%. It's all new territory, but it's definitely an exciting time to be a creator and a consumer for that matter.
Totally agree. Well, that was a whirlwind, wasn't it? We covered so much ground today. Longer shorts on YouTube, AI and Pinterest, the power of comments on Instagram, and of course, Google recognizing creators.
It's a lot to keep up with, that's for sure.
It really is. But the main takeaway, I think it's that things are changing fast. The world of online content, it's a whole new ballgame.
No doubt about it.
And on that note, we'll leave you all to ponder the ever-evolving world of online content. As always, thanks for joining us for another deep dive. Keep those questions coming, and we'll see you next time.